All right, guys, with Daniel Craig out as James Bond, I wanted to do this video to discuss some of the best options that I think should play James Bond in the upcoming movies. Number one, and my personal favorite, Idris Elba. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say James Bond 007 should be a white guy. I totally disagree. I don't think his race matters. I think the most important things are A, he's a man, B, he's British. That's probably the most important thing. And then C and D, you have to believe that he's cool, that he's tough, and that he sleeps with a bunch of women. Those are the most important factors for 007. It doesn't matter what race he is. He just has to have all those factors, be a British guy, and obviously, Idris Elba checks all those boxes. I think it's long overdue. I think he should be the first one. And yeah, I think he's just very talented. He's one of my favorite actors. He's been in a lot of superhero movies. He's been in action movies. I think he's the right age. I think he's definitely young enough. You could do a trilogy with him, so he would be my pick. Number two, Superman himself, Henry Cavill. He's British. He's 6 feet tall. He has the look. He was kind of done dirty by DC. As a big DC fan, I loved him as Superman. I'd love to see him in this role. Tom Hardy certainly has a lot of support for this role, although he has the problem that I would have and a lot of other people would have. He's just simply too short. At about 5'9", I don't think he'll get the role. I think they're looking for someone at least 6 feet tall or higher. So unfortunately, Tom Hardy, I don't think will get the role, but he would be a good James Bond, I believe. Cillian Murphy has a lot of the same, issues and strengths that Tom Hardy has. He's a British guy. He obviously is a good enough actor for the role, but I don't think he has the physicality. Unfortunately, he's also a smaller guy at about 5'8", 5'9". He's a little bit lanky. So I think he'd be great, but I don't think he'll get the role. Michael Fassbender, aka Magneto, I think would be a very good James Bond as well. A lot of similar qualities that Henry Cavill has. He's a bigger guy, over 6 feet tall, so I think that he'd be interested. He's British, so I think this is one of the safer picks along with Cavill. I don't think he would maybe be the most upside, but he'd be a very safe pick. Reggae John Page from Bridgerton. He was also in the new Dungeons and Dragons movie. I think would also be a good James Bond. Now I haven't really seen him in that much. I can't lie. But he's very popular. He's an up and coming star. He's tall and he's younger. So if they wanted to do kind of like get a guy who can do 5 or 6 movies, I think he's only about 35. So he's a guy to look at to keep an eye on. Tom Hiddleston, aka Loki. Yeah, like Michael Fassbender, like Henry Cavill, he's been in superhero movies. He's British. He's over 6 feet tall. He's got a lot of fans, so that kind of puts you into discussion. I don't think he'll end up getting the role, although like them, I think he's a safe pick, and I think he'd do a good job. I don't think he'll get the role, obviously, but I had to include him. Like Cillian Murphy, like Tom Hardy, he's simply too small, and above that, he's too young. Although he's such a big star, I'm sure his agent made the call. And with that, I'm going to make my official prediction. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson will get the role as 007. He's only 33. He's very young. Apparently, the studios really liked him. He's British. He's been in Bullet Train. He's been in Godzilla, all these other movies. So that's my official prediction. Let me know what you guys think in the comments who should play him, and I'll see you on the next one.